Let me say it was the initiative of the European Commission, which was immediately answered as very helpful and very fruitful, because it was the right time. It was the right time due to many circumstances in our society change and are under a change. And the relevancy and the value of volunteer working and volunteer activities were high time to be evaluated and to be recognized by the society, and so it was no doubt about this when the idea came up that every institution will assist this, and so the European Parliament did. The target groups can be clearly named as primarily the youngs and the elders. It is quite clear that the young people are in a focus for volunteer activities. It is, as we prefer to say, it is a part of our education and also our self-education, our social education, our society education, to invest your abilities and your skills in volunteer activities. And let me say one very important factor which has always to be considered, that the intention and the motive to do volunteer work is, against many people's belief, not primarily an altruistic motive, which means to do something for others. The key motive is, by all scientific studies proved, the hedonistic motive, which means I do very good for me and myself, because it is so satisfying when you experience the echo, the response of the people you work for. We know that this is quite a delicate matter, because all ideas to improve this situation and all measurements that are discussed knock at some door of slight or not, or slighter or bigger problem. There is a lot of aspects to be considered, such as making volunteers, let's say, an official status power, besides the real power it is already, but to lift it and to bring it up to a more official status, to make an institution out of it. Corresponds to problems several volunteer organizations face themselves. The moment they reach a certain size, certain organization structure and all that, is accompanied by a loss of ambition at volunteer personnel. It is sometimes getting some sort of company, which is quite contradictory to the original idea. On the other hand, we understand very well that there must be a better and high secured status to bring all that power on the road volunteer can do. And if we think at our crisis situation today, then we know that the importance of volunteer work will increase. So it will be a very sensitive way how to bring up this status. And if you, for instance, consider we are fighting for insurances for volunteer activists, which is not a clear factor in their work. consideration of what will go on, we are quite lucky. We have a new European year 2012, sorry. It's the European Year of Active Aging and Intergenerational Solidarity. And as it is already mentioned in the concept papers, in the target descriptions, voluntary work is part of it in the official papers. So, quite clear, we can follow up, we can take up the matter again in the next year on another level, on the active aging level on one hand, which means we want to increase the number of elder people who understand this as a tribute to active aging, to be active for the society. And on the other hand, we want to create several platforms and occasions for elder and youngers together in the sense of intergenerational solidarity to work together. And as you may understand, it will of course be a voluntary work. So I'm very optimistic that there will be something that can be realized, several nice further steps on this topic. I myself have one voluntary experience over several years when I was young. I was working in a church community where my father, as a Protestant pastor, worked for the deaf and blind. And I was engaged highly in the youth group, of course completely voluntary. And the other is, when I got older, I joined the Rotary Club, and we did a lot of voluntary work. Not only fundraising, as it is always said. No, we went to children homes and we worked there also. And of course, it's a spot activity, once on some day, and another month another activity, but we kept on doing it. So I have some feeling for this whole material.